tech news today.
Mm-mm.
All courtesy of TechViews 10X.
That's right.
One-stop shop for everything that's happening in the tech world.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
And let me tell you, things are getting spicy.
Oh, yeah.
We've got AI that wants to organize your life.
It's always helpful.
Potential gaming console that's got everybody buzzing.
The hype is real.
Hardware, breaking records.
Breaking records.
And even some political intrigue.
Ooh.
To spark some fiery debate.
Sounds fun.
So grab your favorite beverage.
Don't mind if I do.
Hit that subscribe button.
And don't forget.
Smash that like button.
Gonna get those likes.
And let's dive in.
Let's go.
I think it's safe to say that every day there's a new headline that makes you wonder if this is real life or a sci-fi movie.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
Speaking of sci-fi, one of the biggest stories making the rounds is about AI.
Ah, AI. Always AI.
Apparently, Microsoft is working on some next-level AI.
Okay, I'm listening.
Could make searching for files as easy as ordering a pizza.
Now you're speaking my language.
No more digging through endless folders.
Ugh, it's the worst.
Trying to remember what you named that document.
So many versions.
Like Final Draft for Real this time, or Final Draft for Real this time, Ave 2.
Been there.
What's interesting here, I think, is the shift.
Okay, tell me.
From AI as a futuristic concept to AI as a practical tool that's integrated into our daily lives.
You're right.
The potential to streamline tasks and make technology more accessible is definitely exciting.
Definitely.
But it also makes you wonder,
Hmm.
are we getting a little too comfortable letting AI handle everything for us?
Interesting question.
What happens to our own problem-solving skills if we just outsource all the thinking to machines?
We might lose our edge.
What do you all think?
Yeah, let us know.
Let us know in the comments.
Down below.
Speaking of AI that sounds straight out of a sci-fi movie, OpenAI is reportedly bringing its Operator AI agent to the ChatGPT app on Mac.
Operator, huh? Sounds serious.
I know, right?
Like something out of a movie?
Seriously,
Mm.
Operator. Sounds like it should be controlling a giant robot.
Or a spaceship.
We're running a spaceship, yeah.
But what is it, really?
But in reality, it's designed to automate those multi-step tasks that we all find so tedious.
Like what?
So instead of spending hours booking a flight,
Oh, the worst.
finding a hotel,
So many tabs open.
and creating an itinerary,
Yeah, who has time for that?
you can just tell Operator what you want and it handles everything for you.
Wait, really?
Sign me up.
I'm sold.
I do hope it comes with a built-in sarcasm detector,
Haha, good point.
because my travel plans usually involve a healthy dose of, I don't know, just pick somewhere warm and sunny.
That's how I roll.
It'll be interesting to see how these AI agents evolve,
I'm curious to see it.
what impact they have on our productivity and decision-making processes.
Big implications.
Fascinating area of development.
But are there downsides?
It's important to consider the potential implications.
Always good to be cautious.
And it's not just big tech companies like Microsoft and OpenAI that are jumping on the AI bandwagon.
Oh, who else?
The UK government is getting in on the action with its own AI assistant
No way.
called Humphrey.
Humphrey. Really?
I mean, you got to admit, Humphrey doesn't exactly scream cutting-edge technology.
he's not exactly a cool name.
But hey, maybe that's the point.
Maybe so.
The goal with Humphrey is to use AI to streamline bureaucracy in the public sector.
That's a big job.
It's a noble ambition.
I admire the ambition.
But it's important to remember that AI is only as good as the data it's trained on.
Garbage in, garbage out, as they say.
There are potential concerns about bias and accuracy that need to be addressed carefully.
Very true.
It's all fun and games until Humphrey accidentally sends you a parking ticket because it misinterpreted a street sign.
Oh, no.
Speaking of things that might not be so fun, there's been some controversy brewing around Netflix's use of AI voice enhancement technology.
Fury, what happened?
In two of its upcoming films, The Brutalist and Emilia Perez.
Interesting. I hadn't heard about that.
This raises some interesting questions about the role of AI in creative fields.
It's a tricky issue.
While it can be a powerful tool for filmmakers,
Oh, for sure. For sure.
there's a fine line between enhancing and manipulating reality.
It's a slippery slope.
It's a topic that deserves careful consideration.
No doubt about it.
And while we're on the topic of AI potentially blurring the lines,
What else have we got?
let's talk about Samsung.
Okay, Samsung, what'd they do?
Rumor has it their Galaxy S25 series might keep prices stable.
Oh, that's good news.
But those shiny new AI features could come at an extra cost.
There's always a catch.
Are we about to see an AI subscription model for our phones?
Now that's interesting.
It's certainly a possibility.
Could be a trend.
This approach could allow Samsung to offer a wider range of features while still remaining competitive on price.
Makes sense.
But it also raises questions about accessibility.
Good point.
Will AI become a luxury feature that only some can afford?
A digital divide.
It's definitely something to keep an eye on.
I'll be watching.
And speaking of keeping an eye on things,
Okay, what now?
gamers, listen up.
Ooh, gaming news.
Because we've got some juicy news for you.
Lay it on me.
First up, there are whispers of an RTX 5090 prototype.
A new graphics card.
So powerful it could probably render the entire universe in real time.
Wow, that's intense.
We're talking nearly 25,000 CUDA cores.
all those cords.
A power draw that could rival a small town.
It'll need its own power plant.
800 watts to be precise.
That's a lot of juice.
It's an impressive feat of engineering.
They've outdone themselves.
But it also highlights the increasing demand for power in high-end gaming hardware.
We need more power.
I can already hear my electricity bill crying in a corner.
Tell me about it.
But hey, if it means I can finally experience true virtual reality without feeling like I'm staring through a pair of kaleidoscopes,
Now that's an experience.
maybe it's worth it.
Sign me up.
And while we're on the topic of potentially game-changing hardware, don't stop now, I'm hooked.
There's growing speculation that Diablo 4 could be coming to the Nintendo Switch 2.
Diablo on Switch? Really?
That would be a major win for Nintendo and a huge draw for fans of the franchise.
That's huge news.
Seriously, a Diablo 4 port on the Switch 2 would be like finding a unicorn riding a T-Rex while holding a winning lottery ticket.
Ah, now that's an image.
It's the kind of news that makes you want to pre-order a console right now,
I can't wait.
even though we don't even know what it looks like yet.
The hype is real.
If the rumors are true,
Tell me more.
we might not have to wait much longer.
Finally.
There's talk of a possible April release date for the Switch 2,
Mark your calendars.
and Nintendo has confirmed that backwards compatibility is a top priority.
That's music to my ears.
Backwards compatibility is music to my ears.
I've got so many games.
I've got a backlog of Switch games that would make Marie Kondo weep.
Haha.
A true gamer.
So the thought of not having to start from scratch with a new console is a huge relief.
I agree, it's a big deal.
Smart move by Nintendo.
Definitely a smart move.
Leverages their existing library of games.
So many great games.
Makes the transition to a new console more appealing for consumers.
It's a win-win.
But before we all get too excited about the Switch 2
Don't get ahead of ourselves.
and start planning our virtual adventures in Diablo 4,
Easy there, cowboy.
let's address the elephant in the room,
Uh-oh, what is it?
the price tag.
Yeah, that's always a concern.
Because that's the thing that could bring our unicorn-riding T-Rex dreams crashing down to earth.
Don't say it.
One analyst is predicting that GTA 6 could launch with a jaw-dropping $100 price tag.
$100? Seriously?
That would certainly be a bold move.
It's a risky move.
Likely to spark a lot of debate in the gaming community.
People are going to be talking.
Reflects the rising development costs of AAA games.
It's getting expensive to make games.
But it also raises questions about accessibility and affordability.
Not everyone can afford that.
I mean, gaming is already an expensive hobby.
It really is.
If games start hitting the $100 mark, I might have to take out a second mortgage just to keep up.
Better start saving.
What do you think? Is $100 too much for a game?
It's the tough question.
Even if it's the most epic, groundbreaking, mind-blowing game ever created.
I don't know.
Hit us up in the comments and let's discuss.
Let's hear your thoughts.
Ultimately, it'll depend on the perceived value of the game.
True. You get what you pay for.
If it delivers an experience that justifies the price tag, some gamers might be willing to shell out the big bucks.
Some people will pay for quality.
Guess we'll have to wait and see what Rockstar has up its sleeve.
And they're always full of surprises.
But for now, let's shift gears and talk about some hardware news that doesn't involve melting our graphics cards or draining our bank accounts.
Sounds good to me. I'm ready for something new.
First up, we have a new Android tablet that's making waves with its combination of portability and ruggedness.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Tell me more.
Imagine a 10-inch display
That's a good size.
packed into a device that weighs just 2 pounds
That's light.
and can withstand a torrential downpour.
Wait, what? It can handle that.
It's like the Bear Grylls of tablets,
Haha. That's a great analogy.
built to survive anything you throw at it.
Indestructible.
This thing could probably fall out of a plane and still work perfectly fine.
You think they've tested that?
I wouldn't recommend putting that to the test,
Probably a good idea.
but it's certainly designed for those who need a tablet that can handle a bit of rough and tumble.
I can see that.
And for those of us who prefer our music with a side of retro cool,
Oh, tell me more. I love retro.
Corgig has unveiled a line of portable turntables that are sure to turn heads.
Portable turntables. That's awesome.
Spin vinyl, At the park, at the beach, on a mountaintop, the possibilities are endless.
That's so cool.
Like a hipster's dream come true.
I can already see the Instagram posts.
It's a clever fusion of old-school charm and modern convenience.
The best of both worlds.
And it speaks to the resurgence of vinyl and the desire for a more tactile, authentic listening experience.
People want that real analog sound.
I can already picture myself strolling through the park, spinning some classic vinyl,
I'd love to see that.
pretending I'm in a Wes Anderson film.
Uh-huh. Perfect soundtrack for that.
Well, while you're busy curating your soundtrack for a perfectly Instagrammable afternoon,
Don't forget to tag me.
let's talk about some news that might not be so music to everyone's ears.
Uh-oh. What's the bad news?
AMD has unfortunately delayed its RX 9070 GPUs until March.
Ugh. Delays are the worst.
Give NVIDIA's RTX 5070 a significant head start in the market.
That's a bummer for AMD fans.
Delays are never fun,
Especially when you're waiting for new hardware.
especially when you're eagerly anticipating new hardware.
I know the feeling.
But hey, maybe AMD's using this extra time to perfect their GPUs and blow us all away with their performance.
Fingers crossed.
We can only hope.
Hope for the best.
But speaking of competition,
Bring on the competition.
get ready for a spatial audio showdown.
Oh, this is going to be good.
Because Samsung and Google are teaming up to challenge Dolby Atmos with their own immersive sound technology.
Dolby Atmos versus Samsung and Google. Wow.
Like the Avengers assembling, but for audiophiles?
Ha ha. The Audio Avengers.
Dolby Atmos has been the industry standard for spatial audio.
It's the king of immersive sound.
But Samsung and Google's collaboration could shake things up.
This could be a game changer.
Will be interesting to see how their technology compares in terms of quality and accessibility.
I'm excited to hear it.
Could this be the beginning of the end for Dolby Atmos reign? Only time will tell.
I guess we'll have to wait and see.
But for now, we need to take a quick breather.
Time for a break.
Don't go anywhere,
We'll be right back.
because when we come back, we'll be diving into the world of security breaches, political shakeups, and some truly intriguing odds and ends.
I can't wait. This is going to be good.
And as always, don't forget to like,
Hit that like button.
subscribe,
Smash that subscribe button.
and share this video with your friends.
Spread the word.
We'll be right back.
See you soon. Welcome back to the deep dive. Now, let's hear it.
Hackers leak Santa's naughty and nice list.
That's a good one.
Global toy shortage as cyber criminals hold Rudolph hostage.
Ha ha. That's even better.
Coal prices skyrocket as hackers manipulate holiday market.
You're on a roll.
Okay, maybe I'm getting a little carried away.
Just a bit.
But it's definitely a serious issue.
Oh, absolutely.
It certainly highlights the importance of strong cybersecurity measures
Couldn't agree more.
for businesses of all sizes.
Big or small, you got to be protected.
And it's not just large companies that are being targeted.
Oh, who else?
We're also seeing an increase in hackers using platforms like Zendesk to run brand impersonation scams,
So they're like creating fake customer support accounts.
to trick people into giving up their personal information.
That's so sneaky.
Exactly.
Wow. Got to watch out for that.
It's a sophisticated form of phishing,
It's getting harder to tell what's real.
and it can be very difficult to detect.
How can you even protect yourself?
It's crucial to be vigilant.
Yeah, got to be careful.
Always double-check the legitimacy of any communication you receive,
Especially if it seems suspicious.
especially if it's asking for sensitive information.
Yeah, never give out your info too easily.
Always double-check before you click that link or open that attachment.
Good advice.
If something seems fishy, it probably is.
Trust your gut.
But as if dealing with fake customer support wasn't enough.
Oh no. What else is there?
There's also a Russian email bombing ransomware campaign going around,
Ransomware? That's scary.
exploiting Microsoft Teams.
Microsoft Teams. I use that all the time.
This particular campaign is particularly concerning.
Why is that?
Targets a widely used platform.
Makes sense. Bigger target.
It reinforces the need for robust security protocols within organizations,
Companies need to step up their game.
for individuals to be aware of
Oh.
the potential risks.
Stay informed, people.
It seems like the bad guys are always one step ahead.
It's a constant battle.
But let's shift gears for a moment.
Okay, I'm ready for a change of pace.
Talk about a potential political bombshell that's shaking up the tech world.
Oh, political intrigue. I'm listening.
There are rumors of a possible executive order
From who? Spill the tea.
from a certain someone who's no stranger to controversy.
Ooh, this is getting juicy.
News about a potential executive order
Okay, so who is it?
from, let's just say, a prominent figure in American politics
I'm dying to know.
is certainly making waves.
I bet.
Let's just say it involves someone whose name rhymes with pump.
Right.
Leave it at that.
Okay, I get it.
But seriously, this executive order is targeting a lot of hot-button issues.
Like what?
From making Dogecoin an official currency
Dogecoin, really?
to revoking AI risk regulation and even mandating a return to in-person work for government employees.
Whoa, that's a lot to unpack.
It's a wide-ranging set of proposals,
It sounds like it.
each with its own set of potential implications.
Big changes could be coming.
Move to make Dogecoin official currency is perhaps the most surprising.
That's definitely a head-scratcher.
Reflects a growing interest in cryptocurrency,
Crypto's getting more mainstream.
but also raises concerns about volatility and potential for manipulation.
It's a risky investment, for sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'm ready to pay my taxes in Doge just yet.
Ha! I hear ya.
But the push for software modernization in the government, that sounds like a good thing, right?
Modernization is usually good.
In theory, yes.
What is there a catch?
Modernizing government software is certainly necessary,
It's about time.
but it's a complex undertaking that requires careful planning and execution.
You can't just rush into these things.
There are concerns about potential disruptions, cost overruns, and the challenge of integrating new systems with legacy infrastructure.
Yeah, it's a logistical nightmare.
Right, it's not as simple as just hitting the update button.
If only it were that easy.
And then there's the call to end remote work in the government.
That's controversial.
That's a decision that's sure to spark some heated debate.
People have strong feelings about remote work.
It's a controversial move that could have significant consequences.
This could affect a lot of people.
Remote work has become increasingly common.
It's the new normal for many.
Many argue that it offers benefits in terms of productivity and work-life balance.
It can definitely improve quality of life.
Mandating a return to the office could impact morale and make it harder for the government to attract and retain top talent.
Yeah, who wants to go back to the office?
It's definitely a decision that will be watched closely.
I'll be following this story.
But enough about politics for now.
Time to get back to the fun stuff.
Let's get back to the fun stuff, gadgets and gizmos.
I'm ready. Hit me with it.
First up, we have some news from the world of virtual reality.
VR, here we come.
Asus Terra's VR headset is rumored to be borrowing a key feature from the Meta Quest 3 pancake lenses.
Pancake lenses, what are those?
Pancake lenses. Sounds delicious.
Aha! I'd rather have waffles.
But seriously, what are pancake lenses and why should we care?
I'm all ears.
Pancake lenses are a type of lens that allows for a slimmer and more compact headset design.
So smaller and lighter.
This is a big deal for comfort,
Yeah, no one wants a bulky headset.
especially during those extended VR gaming sessions.
Gotta stay comfortable for those long gaming marathons.
So no more feeling like you're wearing a giant brick on your face.
That's a major improvement.
That's a definite win in my book.
I agree. Sign me up.
Speaking of things that are winning,
Oh, tell me more.
Samsung's foldable phone lineup for 2025 is generating a lot of buzz.
Foldable phones are back.
Foldable phones have come a long way since their early days.
They've had a rough start.
Samsung seems to be leading the charge with its innovative designs.
They're always pushing the boundaries.
Rumors suggest they're planning to release 4 different foldable models,
4! That's a lot of options.
each with its own unique features and form factor.
There's a foldable phone for everyone.
4 different models, that's a lot of folding action.
I can't even fold a fitted sheet properly.
It seems like foldable phones are finally starting to live up to their potential.
It's about time.
Speaking of technology that has the potential to change lives,
Okay, I'm intrigued.
Tim Cook recently shared a story about how an Apple Watch saved his father's life.
Wow, really?
Powerful reminder of the positive impact technology can have.
Technology can be a force for good.
Apple Watch's fall detection feature was able to alert emergency services when Cook's father took a tumble,
That's amazing. It could have been much worse.
potentially preventing a much more serious outcome.
Technology saving lives.
Stories like this that really highlight how technology can be more than just gadgets and entertainment.
It's about more than just entertainment.
It can actually make a real difference in people's lives.
That's what it's all about.
But okay, back to the news.
Okay, I'm ready for more.
OpenAI is releasing its O3 mini AI model for ChatGPT.
A new ChatGPT model.
Promises a faster and more efficient experience.
Faster is always better.
Good news for users who have been frustrated by the occasional slowdowns with ChatGPT.
I know I've experienced those.
O3 mini model is designed to be more compact and optimized for speed without sacrificing accuracy or performance.
So it's like ChatGPT on steroids.
Like ChatGPT, but with a turbo boost.
Haha. I like that.
I like the sound of that.
Me too.
Speaking of AI that's getting a turbo boost,
Who's next?
character. AI is taking its chatbots to the next level by introducing new games.
Chatbot games, what are those?
I'm not sure what a chatbot game looks like, but I'm definitely intrigued.
Me too. It sounds interesting.
It's an interesting development that highlights the potential for AI to enhance entertainment experiences.
AI is changing everything.
Gamifying chatbots could make them more engaging and fun to interact with,
That's a good thing.
while also opening up new possibilities for storytelling and immersive experiences.
The future of entertainment.
I'm all for anything that makes interacting with AI more entertaining.
Agreed.
While we're on the topic of entertainment,
More entertainment news.
we got some news for the Xbox fans out there.
My ears are perked.
New leak suggests that another Xbox Cypher controller will be announced this month.
A new controller. Nice.
Cypher controllers are known for their unique designs and features.
They're pretty cool.
Good news for Xbox fans who are looking for something special to enhance their gaming experience.
Gotta have the latest gear.
New controller is always a good excuse to upgrade your gaming setup, right?
You got that right.
But hold on to your hats, horror fans,
Uh-oh, what's the scary news?
because there's also a rumor that one of the worst Resident Evil games might be getting another re-release.
Really? Why would they do that?
Why? I don't know.
Some games are better left in the past.
But hey, maybe they'll fix all the things that made it so terrible the first time around.
Fingers crossed.
We can only hope.
Hope for the best.
But in the meantime, let's move on to some news that's a little less likely to give you nightmares.
Sounds good to me. I'm ready for something a little lighter.
We're back for the final leg of our tech news marathon.
Can you believe how much we've covered already?
It's crazy, right?
Absolutely.
We've covered everything from AI butlers
Oh yeah, those are cool.
to foldable phones
So futuristic.
to the potential return of a certain politician who shall remain nameless.
I wonder who that could be.
But before we wrap things up,
Okay, I'm all ears.
we got a few more stories.
Always gotta save the best for
It's
last.
just too juicy to ignore.
Lay it on me.
Trust me, folks, these are the kind of headlines that make you go, hold on, did I accidentally slip into the future?
Haha, I love those moments.
First up, let's talk about a hard drive that's so massive it makes my head spin just thinking about it.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
Seagate has shattered the record for the largest hard drive ever
They've done it again.
with a whopping 36 terabytes of storage.
36 terabytes. That's insane.
And hold on to your hats because they've also hinted at a 60 terabyte model on the horizon.
60 terabytes? Is that even possible?
60 terabytes. I mean, I struggle to keep my inbox under control.
Same here.
And they're out here creating hard drives that could probably store the entire internet.
It boggles the mind.
What are people even going to do with all that storage space?
That's a good question.
It's true that for the average user, 60 terabytes is probably overkill.
Yeah, most people don't need that much space.
But for businesses and organizations that deal with massive data sets,
Like who?
think scientific research, video editing, data archiving,
Oh yeah, they need a lot of storage.
this kind of storage capacity is a game changer.
It's a whole new world.
So basically, it's like having a digital warehouse for all your data.
A data fortress.
I can't even imagine what 60 terabytes of data would look like.
It would be a sight to behold.
Would it be like a giant stack of floppy disks reaching to the moon?
Aha, that's a funny image.
A server farm the size of a small city?
Probably something like that.
Okay, I'm getting off track.
Back to reality.
But while we're talking about storage,
Okay, what else is there?
let's not forget about RAM.
RAM, the unsung hero of computing.
Super fast memory that helps your computer run smoothly.
Gotta have that RAM.
G.Skill's been pushing the boundaries of DDR5 RAM.
They're always pushing the limits.
Achieved an insane speed of 12,054 MTs using just air cooling.
Whoa, that's fast.
Now, I know that might sound like a bunch of technical jargon.
Yeah, what does it mean in plain English?
What it means is that this RAM can transfer data incredibly quickly.
So super fast data transfer.
That translates to faster processing speeds,
Yeah.
smoother performance, and a happier computer overall.
Just basically it makes everything better.
Faster, smoother, happier. Those are all words I like to hear when it comes to my tech.
Me too. Who doesn't love a happy computer?
But let's move on from the technical stuff for a moment.
Okay, I'm ready for a break from the jargon.
Talk about something that's a little more, well, unexpected.
Excuse me.
WhatsApp is apparently rolling out a feature that will let you share music status updates.
Music status updates. Interesting.
It's like while going back to our MySpace days.
Haha. The nostalgia is real.
It's certainly an interesting move that taps into the nostalgia for earlier social media platforms,
Yeah, remember when music was a big part of our online identity?
where music played a central role in self-expression.
Those were the days.
It'll be interesting to see if it catches on with younger generations who might not have the same associations with those platforms.
Yeah, will Gen Z even get it?
I'm all for anything that brings a little bit of musical fun to our digital lives.
Agreed. Music makes everything better.
And while we're on the topic of unexpected comebacks,
More blasts from the past.
there are whispers of a re-release for one of the, shall we say, less beloved Resident Evil games.
Really? Which one?
I'm not going to name names and risk triggering any traumatic flashbacks for the diehard fans out there.
Haha, smart move.
Let's just say it involved a certain first-person perspective.
Oh, I think I know which one you're talking about.
Some design choices that left many players scratching their heads.
Yeah, that one wasn't exactly a fan favorite.
Perhaps they're hoping that with some updated graphics and gameplay tweaks, the game can redeem itself.
Maybe they can fix what went wrong,
Or maybe it's just a nostalgia play.
cashing in on the retro gaming craze.
Either way, it's a decision that's sure to spark some debate among Resident Evil enthusiasts.
The fans will let them know what they think.
I guess we'll have to wait and see if this re-release turns out to be a trick or a treat.
I'm cautiously optimistic.
But before we get too caught up in the world of zombie outbreaks and haunted mansions,
Back to the real world.
let's circle back to some exciting hardware news.
Okay, I'm ready for more.
New iPad Air with the M3 chip is rumored to be launching early this year.
A new iPad Air. I'm listening.
So if you've been thinking about upgrading your tablet,
I've been meaning to get a new one.
it might be worth holding out for a bit longer.
Good advice.
M3 chip is a significant upgrade in terms of performance and power efficiency.
So it's faster and lasts longer.
Definitely something to consider.
I'll add it to my wish list.
And while we're on the topic of tablets,
More tablet talk.
there's a new Android tablet on the market,
Oh, what is it?
grabbing attention for its rugged design.
Rugged. I like the sound of that.
Imagine a 10-inch display.
That's a good size.
Squeeze into a device that weighs just 2 pounds.
That's light.
Can withstand a heavy downpour.
Wait, seriously, it can handle rain?
It's like the Terminator of tablets,
Haha. The tablet that can't be stopped.
built to survive the apocalypse.
I need one of those.
This thing could probably fall out of a helicopter and still work perfectly fine.
You think they've tested that?
I wouldn't recommend testing that theory.
Probably a good idea.
But it's certainly designed for those who need a tablet that can handle a bit of rough and tumble.
Yeah, for people who are always on the go.
And speaking of rough and tumble,
Okay, what's next?
we got one last story that's sure to get your heart racing.
I'm on the edge of my seat.
Rumors swirling about an Nvidia RTX 5090 prototype.
A new graphics card.
Graphics card so powerful it could probably render the entire matrix in real time.
Whoa, that's next level.
Talk a potential 25,000 CUDA cores.
All those cores.
Power draw that could rival a small country.
It'll need its own power grid.
Exciting glimpse into the future of gaming hardware.
The future of gaming is bright.
But with great power comes great responsibility.
Wise words.
And probably a hefty electricity bill.
Ha, yeah, that too.
I'm already sweating just thinking about the heat this thing is going to generate.
Be space heater.
But hey, if it means I can finally experience true next-gen gaming without my computer bursting into flames, maybe it's worth it.
I think it's worth it.
On that note, folks, it's time for us to power down and call it a day.
Time to unplug.
Don't forget to subscribe to TechViews 10X for more in-depth tech insights.
Stay tuned for more tech goodness.
Be sure to like and share this video with your friends.
Spread the tech love.
We love hearing your thoughts. So head over to the comments and let us know what surprised you, what questions you have, and what you're most excited or maybe a little terrified about in the world of tech.
Let's keep the conversation going.
And before we go, here's a final thought to ponder.
A parting thought.
With technology advancing at such a rapid pace, are we prepared for the ethical and societal implications of these innovations?
That's a big question.
What kind of future are we creating, and how can we ensure that technology is used for good?
We need to think carefully about the future.
Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.
We want to hear from you.
Until next time, stay curious, stay informed, and stay tuned for more deep dives into the ever-evolving world of technology.
See you next time.